Survival Minecraft, the purest form of the game, whether it is building your dirt house and growing it to huge mansions and villages, or whether it is killing hordes of mobs and creepers and zombies and skeletons, whatever it is, does it for you. You are going to do it with me in this series. Don't you go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, and this is Avomancia Part 3. We are starting this video at the same place we stopped the last one, although we have progressed a little bit. Look at what's in my hand! Yeah, it's blue! And that means that I've found some diamonds. Actually, I found 3. Literally 3. Not 4. Not 6, not 72, 3 diamonds. But that means it was enough to make a pick, which meant I could start to gather some obsidian. And thank goodness for that, because the obsidian is very important for what it is we're going to be doing in this particular episode. Can you guess what we're going to get up to? I reckon you can. Let's get on with it, shall we? And we're back up on the surface because what we're doing is we're gathering the resources to do the next thing we're going to do. And you can see in my bar there, I've got various bits and pieces that I've crafted with the resources that I've gathered so far between now and the previous episode. People have said that they want to know how I make these stuff. So the recipes are on the screen now for these items. Now, yeah, I could have crafted them in front of you and showed you, but that's a little bit boring, especially when you're crafting so many of the blooming things. It is probably easier just for me to show you the recipe. But also, don't forget, you have also got the recipe book in the game that you can refer to when you're in your crafting table. But anyway, so they were the recipes. That's how you make these things. And hopefully you've got a good idea what it is we're going to do. We're coming up here to this area here, and we're going to look in this direction, which is west. I checked earlier. So this is east, this is west, and we're going to make a nether portal in this area because, of course, now I've got load of obsidian. I've got loads of stuff that I'm going to be using here. I've got a load of obsidian that I can use to get myself to the nether. Yet we're going to the nether. It's going to be scary, but it's all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig out 2 slots there, and we're going to build a nether portal in this direction. And once I've done that, I'll be back with you. It takes 10 blocks of obsidian. So you can see I've got 40 obsidian blocks. I can make 4 gates if I wanted to. We're going to go through to the nether. I'll be back when I've built the gate. And there it is. It is our first nether portal of the world. We've done it a lot quicker than we did in my first series, mainly because I'm not so scared of the nether. Now, we are not building this specifically to go through to the nether. Oh no, although I do really need some quartz so that I can do some comparators, and then I can do some proper redstone circuits and build some farms. It's starting to get dark already. How'd that happen? But what's really important is I need to do some transport. So this is going to be a nether transport system. We've lit it. Look, it works. It is 3 blocks up by 2 blocks across. You don't have to have obsidian in the corners, so I haven't, and that means you only need 10 blocks, which is great. Hang on, let me just get my sword in case something goes horribly wrong, because it's starting to get dark. And I think let's just get through it. We're ready. Let's do it. We're going through. We're going to wobbly. Oh, we're going wobbly. It's all wobbly. Oh, we're coming out. Right, where we're going to be. It's always a challenge where we're going to be. Right, so we've come out in... Actually, that's a really good exit point, because what I wanted was an area that I could have for my primary nether portal. So this is going to be the hub, the nether hub that will be where the base is, because this, obviously, I've got my home. I want that to be home, and this can be our primary nether portal bit, and then I can build off from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to build off 1,000 blocks in that direction, and once we've got 1,000 blocks in that direction, that is only 1/6 of that many in the nether, so we don't have to do 1,000 blocks in the nether, but it will transport us 1,000 blocks in the overworld. That's absolutely amazing. So what I'm first of all going to do, where's my pick? Hang on, I'm only going to use my iron pick here, I think, because I think that's all I'm going to need. I'm going to get myself some of this, because this is always very useful. Plus we want to have a straight road coming out of the nether portal. We want it to be straight. Of course, I've not left myself any sections at all in my inventory, so that's really stupid. So now I've got to use up this pick completely to make myself a gap in my inventory to be able to use and pick up all of this netherrack, which is brilliant. So that's what I've done now. Look, I've got a slot now where the netherrack is starting to go in because I used up that pick completely. So I'm going to just gather up this netherrack. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build up kind of I guess it's kind of a wall around the outside. I do want to do a little bit more netherracking. So what I'm going to do, once I've cleared up this area, I'll be back with you because I want to make it ready for what it is I want to do. This is quite exciting. So we built some walls up all around our gate here. You can see now this is not a nether hub, clearly. This is just to protect me because I've got a whimpering ghast lurking around somewhere around outside there. I've put the chest down purely so as I can have some gaps. So I've got some stuff there, look like that. So what I want to do is, hang on, let me get another rail. That's probably a good idea. I've got my levers. Have I got my levers? Where's my levers? I'm sure there's 60 levers. There you go. Thank you very much. Right, so what we're going to do is, this is the back end, you can see. And we will eventually go in that direction as well. And this is the front end over here. So I've already started to lay some tracks. Very, very easy. But right where we are standing in the nether has got coordinates of -32, -4. So it's relatively close to the centre of the nether. The y coordinate is irrelevant, it's 92. In the overworld, the nether gate is on -276, -89. So what we're going to do, if I go, if I pull my F3 up here, you can see -30, well, 31.5, -5. Okay, so where I am now. If I go in this direction, the minus, the Z goes up. It gets a higher number. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in this direction until the Z is 250. Now that is going to mean we will have travelled 2,000 blocks in the overworld, which is quite a significant distance. I need to eat some bread. I suspect I've not brought enough bread for the trip. So we're going to go until this is, yeah, 250 plus 250 in that direction. And that's going to get us to the 2,000 blocks away in the overworld. So I'm going to keep it up. And I'm going to run this way. And we're just going to keep going. It goes up fairly quick, remember. We're doing a fair old tot here. And we're going to dig through straight in this direction. Like this. Until we get to 250. So should we crack on with that? I think that's a good idea. We've managed to dig ourselves through to just over 250. You can see there the Z coordinate is at 255.730. We actually ended up in the wall. So we're in the wall, which is fine. We're in the wall, but I had to go back and get some more bread. I had to go back and get some more picks because it meant digging an awful lot more than I thought I would have to. But so we've got a hole here that we can build another nether portal in, and that is going to be effectively 2,000 blocks away from the first nether portal and the first home. So this is the route. I'm just going to turn that off because it's distracting. So this is the route that we've come along. So I've had to build a bridge. It's been very difficult because there is a ghast lurking somewhere around here. There it is, and it's going to chase me. Yep, it's having a go. So the ghast is chasing me. So I've now got to get in the hole before it has another pop at me. But that's fine. So we do somehow need to cover that up. So we went through the rock quite a long way, all the way along here. And if we go long enough and for far enough, we'll get back to where we are. So let's get there. And you can see that we are back to what will become our nether hub right here, which is, again, if I hit the function F3, you can see that's, what, 260 blocks away from where we just were. So it's not very far in the nether at all, but it is a long way in the overworld. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the tracks. Now, because it's only 250 odd block, it isn't that many tracks. So I'm going to go, basically I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'm going to put a powered rail. Now you could do less powered rails if you wanted to, but it does mean you slow down. So I just wanted to keep a little bit of speed up rather than slowing down all the way down to like the absolute minimum number of power rails, and yet use it up a little bit more gold. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, counting with Avo, you know you love it. 10, but actually it just means that you keep a little bit more momentum, which is far more attractive for me, especially if you've got a ghast lurking around, than it would be if you were just going at the kind of slowest speed. So I'm going to lay this track and I'll be back when I've done that. We have a complete line of rail. We have, however, got some zombie pigmen that could mess this up. Does not cater for zombie pigmen wandering on the tracks. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to get in our minecart. We've got a little button here and we're going to take a ride. So let's see whether or not we manage to get all the way there or whether it's going to stop. This is a bit of a test. So we're travelling at 8 times the speed on the overworld. So it's quite fast in terms of travelling. Very, very, very efficient. And hopefully we don't get blasted by a ghast because we haven't set up at all any protection when we go into the open spaces, which isn't too amazing. But I think we're probably safe. Yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to get all the way to the end. He says, are we going to make it up the slope? Yes, we are. And we're there. So that's absolutely brilliant. We are completely kind of transport systemed up. I'm quite pleased about that. That's awesome. So all it leaves us to do now is to build the I've got a little bit of lag here, that's not very good, is to build our to build our portal. I couldn't find the word portal then. How crazy is that? And we can do that pretty simply by doing exactly the same thing that we did before. Let's just get my pick. So if I put that in there, I'm going to build. So let's leave myself a couple of bits of space. So 1, 2, and then here, let's build ourselves a gap of 2. We can stick some obsidian in there. 1, 2. Then we go 1, 2. I can get on top of this, and I can put 3 on top of the other one. 1, 2, 3. That is conveniently 1 block away from the top, which means we don't need anything in the corner. So we're going to put that there. 1, 2. And I just need to get up on here. So if I get myself just some cobble to go there, to climb up, so as I can place the last bit of obsidian there. That is a complete portal. If I then get rid of that, we should, this is terrible lag, right, we should be able to light this up and that will give us a completely brand new portal in the overworld on the other side, something like 2,000 blocks away from where we were to start with, from our hometown. So should we test it? Let's go through it and see if the lag lets us. So we're going through, it will generate a portal on the other side, hopefully somewhere we can actually walk. And here we go, we're in another area. Where are we? So let's have a look around. It's quite a nice area, it's daytime, it's loading up. It's a kind of open plains area. I'm just checking there's no nasties around that are going to try and eat my face or anything like that. We've got some sunflowers, which is nice, going into a swampy area. And let's just do an F3 and see where we are. We are at, look how Z coordinate is 2089, whereas previously it was 89. It's worked. It's taken us 2,000 blocks away from our previous site, and all we need to do to get back is come through. And we're back through the portal in the little hole that we made before, so we know that it has worked. And then we just need to get back. Well, the minecart's moved. I wonder if that had something to do with a zombie pigman. So, oh, the lag is just appalling. Right, so this is what happens when you got a lot of redstone running at the same time, which isn't really what I've got, but I've got a lot of other things running on my computer at the same time. So if I push this, there we go, it's caught up. If I push that back onto the thing, and have I got a button on that yet? Yes, I do. If I get inside that, hit that button, that takes me back all the way this way. Hopefully a zombie pigman doesn't get in my way again. Keep going, buddy. Go on, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. All the way along the track. And we can make this look all fancy in a future episode, which would be quite cool. Going through the tunnels, make these tunnels look quite nice. Maybe use some glass to seal them off, but in a way that a ghast isn't going to want to make us dead a lot. And we're back here at our hub. We can get out, we can go back through the portal, and theoretically we should be back home. Let's test it. And we are back at our house. Let's just check there's nothing that's going to eat us. We're back at our house, and you can see we're at minus 88. We have just travelled 2,100 blocks in just a few seconds, and that is why nether portals are so blooming good in this game. I am going to call it a day there because I need to sort the nether portal out. I need to make it look more fancy, and also need to investigate what's at that other place, and then maybe make some more branches that take us 2,000 or 1,000 blocks more in some other direction, which would be really, really cool. It is about to go night time, so I'm going to go to bed. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do leave some comments down below. Let me know what your experience of nether transport systems is, whether you've got some good advice. It'd be really interesting to hear what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, please do remember to hit that like button. It'd be great to know that you're enjoying it, and then I can continue the series. I just keep turning around just in case there's a skelly wants to shoot me in the face. And if you haven't done it already, please do make sure you slap that subscribe button. It'll be really great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.